video, we are going to tackle the important points that are included in our research study. I, Nicole Joy Pisa-Padza, and 10 other researchers from 12 STEM 5P sought for credible and valid information that will be presented in the course of this video.
Good day, everyone. We're going to discuss our research entitled Social Media Addiction and Academic Engagement of Grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A students at Pinma University of Pangasinan, school year 2019-2020. Our research problem seeks to answer the following question. What is the profile of the respondents in terms of gender, age, and academic performance? Second, how does social media addiction affect the academic performance of the students in relation with class participation and general average? And lastly, what is the significant relationship between social media addiction and academic engagement? The scope and the limitation of our research is intended to know the effect of social media addiction on the students' academic engagement. This involves a questionnaire using random sampling technique to identify its problem. The study is carried out at Pinma University of Pangasinan, Arellano Street, Dagupan City. The respondents of the study are 200 that covers only grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A students. The range of this study is from June 2019 to October 2019 in the school year of 2019-2020.
This is the background of our study. Social media refers to all the applications and websites or blogs that enables people around the world to interconnect. Over the past 2 decades, social media has gained so much fame and growth worldwide that many researchers are now interested in learning about it rather than knowing its effect to the community. Youth and students are the leading and most fanatics to these social media platforms to the point that they even use it inside the class. Social media usage is rampant recently because of easy access to their devices, and as a result, addiction has extremely increased in recent times. According to Kupuswamy and Shankar of 2012, social networking sites are beneficial to the students as it is contribute to their learning, experiences, and academic life. This study aims to help the students to excel academically and to give information about the consequences of too much usage of social media. Our motivation in pursuing the research study is that we are eager to know the impacts of social media to the academic performance of grade 12 ABM students. And what motivates us the most is we want to know the correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement of grade 12 ABM students. For our significance of the study, the purpose of this research is to know the correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement of the students of grade 12 ABM 1A to 4A of Pinma University of Pangasinan. The result of the study is beneficial to the following. Number 1, community. Benefits the community by helping the students to have information about the proper way of using social media. Number 2, young people. Provides young people an overview to the positive effects of social media addiction. Number 3, parents. Provides a superiority of knowledge to protect the children against social media addiction. Number 4, teachers. Helps the teachers to reach out more easily to his or her students. Number 5, students. Helps the students to focus more on their studies without any distraction. Number 6, researchers. It will provide the researchers a further understanding about the social media addiction and academic engagement and how it affects the whole community. Number 7, future researchers. It will benefit the future researchers by providing them reference for their future research.
Our data gathering instrument is a self-made questionnaire, specifically the rating scale type of data collection. The rating scale type of data collection is a questionnaire wherein the respondents raise the statements given from 1 to 5. This instrument is used to be able to manage the potential factors on how social media exposure can be managed. The rate 1 state I strongly disagree, followed by 2 which means disagree, 3 somewhat agree, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. The study ensured the confidentiality of the respondent's identity and it seeks the profile of the respondents such as an age and gender. After the validation of the instrument, we secured an approval letter to the advisory teacher and principal of the senior high school department. After given permission, the researchers explained the purpose of the study for the selected respondents and to make sure that each participant corresponds to their predefined criteria. We conduct the survey in school grounds. The researchers collected the data by means of survey questionnaires that comprises their age, gender, and their privacy as respondents. Then the results is analyzed and is statistically calculated. After the survey is accomplished, the results are tallied and tabulated. The data gathered from interview become the basis of analysis and interpretations of our study. Our measurement instrument is frequency distribution and percentage to answer the statement number with the highest percentage gathered. This aims to answer the correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement through the grade 12 ABM students. We use the formula N is equals to P times 100, where P is equals to percentage, F is frequency, N is the number of respondents, which 100 is the constant value. For the level of agreement to the corresponding statement, the correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement of grade 12 ABM students of Wilma University of Pangasinan. The average weighted mean was applied where R is equals to persons R, X is equals to frequency count of every questions, X bar is equals to weighted mean of every question.
We all know that social media is a great influence to everyone. We have conducted our study to understand the good and bad effects of social media to academic engagement of students. Our study will be significant help in the field of education. It provides an in-depth knowledge about correlation between social media and academic engagement.
The summary of our study aimed to determine the correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement to the students in Wilma University of Pangasinan. Especially, it sought to determine the profile of the respondents in terms of gender, age, and general average. It also determined the correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement to the students who showed disobedience in their performance in being engaged to social media site. The study is also looked into significant relationship between social media addiction and academic engagement.
To understand the relationship of social media and academic engagement to the students and how it affects their performance in school.
Our scope of the study is intended to know the effects of social media addiction on the students' academic engagement.
We encountered that social media has negative and positive effects to the students. We know that social media is relevant and dominant in our generation, and almost every teen are enjoying it. So we made a questionnaire to know how they use social media in their lives and studies.
Kemp 2015 and Johnson 2013, as a result of our study, they have contributed most to the effect of social media on students.
We use descriptive research design to describe characteristics of a population or phenomenon in the study. We choose this research method because it is easy and not complicated in finding data and information about social media addiction to the academic engagement of the students.
Our respondents were the grade 12 1A to 4A students with a total of 200 respondents. We used random sampling method.
We used a self-made questionnaire as our research instrument, specifically the rating scale type of data collection.
The following are the findings of our study, starting with the profile of the respondents. In terms of age, out of 200 respondents, 57.5 were the age of 17 years old and 1.5 was the age of 20 years old. In terms of sex, 82.5 of the respondents were female and 17.5 on male. In terms of general average, 86 to 90 has the highest frequency of 105 and no one got a 70 to 75 average, so there is no frequency and percentage. Next finding is about how social media affected academic performance. Student assesses that social media has an impact on their academic performance, specifically in their grades, as agree with the weighted mean of 3.5. Lastly, the significant correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement. Based on the gathered data, the two variables have correlation, that there is correlation between social media addiction and academic engagement of a student.
What's original in our work is that it's relevant, timely, and provides information for the students to be aware.
The strongest part of our study is our gathered data from our survey questionnaires that provided us information, and the weakest part is finding credible sources to support our thesis and maintain accuracy.
This is a recommendation. First, the students should schedule their time in using social media sites and not doing their academic tasks so it won't affect their academic performance. Second, the students should maintain their high grades even if they engage in social media sites, because unlike the usage of it, being engaged to social media sites does affect their standing in class. And lastly, the students should balance their time in using social media sites. They should lessen their allotted time in using it. If it's not necessary, instead of spending 3 to 4 hours, it should be reduced in 30 minutes to 1 hour only so it won't affect their academic performance.
The importance of our study is that it provides information and data regarding social media addiction and its effect to academic engagement of a student.
We will not change our study, but rather we would expand our subject to students outside the campus.
If I go back to the start of our research, I would say to myself to be more patient and have a time management in order for me not to rush works and double check every paper if there's misspelled or typo error words before it will pass to our teachers for us to have the best output.